Welcome back to the Wolstein Center at Cleveland State University. Opening things up tonight, Cesar Balditt, Aaron Harris in a heavyweight bout, with both guys making their professional debuts.
Aaron Harris, great amateur fighter, has a good corner behind him to make his pro debut. We don't know much about Cesar Balditt. He's originally from Brazil, now living and fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio.
One thing's for sure, both men will get ready to throw some punches here in just a couple seconds on In This Corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we welcome you to the Wolstein Center for a fine evening of professional boxing, brought to you by KO Productions and your CEO, Mr. Terry Youngday. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our very first bout of the evening. It's time to put up or shut up, get down and throw down. There's about to be a beat down and sit down. And boxers, if you're scared, you better say you're scared. Your referee for this contest, 4 rounds of boxing. Please give him a round of applause, Mr. Randy Jarvis. Introducing first, in the blue corner, this will be a 4-round heavyweight contest. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman tipped the scale at 194.5 pounds. He is wearing the blue and white trunks. He hails from Rio, Brazil, now fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, making his professional debut. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cesar Balditt. His opponent in the red corner, wearing the all-black trunks. This young man tipped the scale at 235 pounds, and he too is making his professional debut into the professional ranks. Ladies and gentlemen, from Cleveland, Ohio, please welcome Aaron Harris. 4 rounds of boxing. Boxers to the center of the ring for your final instruction.
Hey guys, you gotta come. Robes off. Robes off. Can't come here. Go up,
Let's take a look now at the tail of the tape. Heavyweight action between Aaron Harris and Cesar Balditt. Aaron Harris, 6'6", 235 pounds with a 73-inch reach. Cesar Balditt, 29 years of age, 5'11", 194 pounds with a 70-inch reach.
It is 4 rounds of boxing.
Randy Jarvis giving the instructions to both fighters. The card is underway. These guys got the jitters. We're going to see who gets that first punch in and calms down first. Bill Goddard in the corner of Aaron Harris. Cesar Balditt coming from us from Brazil. Here we go.
Cesar Balditt will be in the blue corner with the blue gloves, blue trunks, white trim. Aaron Harris, red corner with the red gloves and all black trunks. Here we go, round 1 underway from the Wolstein Center on In This Corner on Sports Time, Ohio. Harris trying to work the jab, and we'll see if he can use that size advantage from the get-go, George.
Cesar Balditt looks like he's a little flat-footed. You can obviously see he's got some nerves, but time will tell. It seems like he's being more of a defensive fighter right now versus offensive. Aaron Harris is trying to be aggressive, doing more traditional boxing, trying to cut off the ring, and just waiting for that open shot.
Wild right hand misses for Balditt, and now it's going to get a warning from the referee, Randy Jarvis, right in the middle of that. You can't run away in that ring. Cesar Balditt will get warned for that by excellent referee Randy Jarvis.
Can't run away in boxing. If you're getting a squared circle, you better be ready to fight.
Both fighters now in the center of the ring, and we're going to see if Aaron Harris can work that body a little bit about it. It looks like it's a little jiggly down there, George.
Yeah, Cesar Balditt needs a little bit of work on the midsection, but you know what? We've seen fighters that are 3 times the size of Cesar put someone on the ground almost immediately. Looks can be deceiving, sometimes yes, sometimes no.
And again, Balditt swinging wildly with that right hand, has not been able to land that. And a nice right hook lands upstairs from Aaron Harris. Now Balditt along the ropes, and I don't think that's where he wants to be.
I don't think Balditt wants to be in the ring, period. Judging by the way he's fighting, he's not keeping his guard up. It looks like he's breathing through his mouth already. He's trying to do a little Sugar Ray Leonard footwork there that's going to get him in even more trouble. I'm going to be surprised if he gets through the first couple rounds.
Well, we didn't know much about Balditt coming in, and I don't know if we're still going to know that much about him after the fight, George. But nonetheless, he's in there, this heavyweight attraction, and again,
right, wrong, or indifferent, he's got the guts.
Yeah, running away again, that's not going to fly. It's not going to last. He's not going to last that long in this ring. If he doesn't get knocked out or stopped, referee Randy Jarvis will have to end this in a disqualification.
Randy Jarvis is eyeing Cesar Balditt very carefully, seeing what he's up to here in the ring.
Harris, he has his hands full because he's got a guy in Balditt who's moving away, not standing still, not letting Aaron Harris land anything, and he's kind of stalking and trying to set him up with that jab, but Balditt's so unorthodox and just looks uncomfortable in there, and Harris just can't find his range.
You got to give Harris credit by the way he's fighting. He's not getting frustrated. Maybe mentally he is, but he's not showing it.
And Balditt clowning around a little bit in the ring, and that's not going to do it either. He had his hands behind his back.
10 seconds left in the round here. Cesar Balditt survived. Aaron Harris, like we were saying, he's being smart by the way he's fighting. He's not letting this unorthodox, almost football style now of Cesar Balditt come into play and throw him off his game plan. So should we say the first quarter ended or the first round ended, Antonio?
Well, both fighters end up on the canvas right as the bell to the first round ended. As we look at Cesar Balditt, it's going to be interesting to see what his corner tells him in between rounds, because, George, to be honest with you, I'm not necessarily sure that Cesar Balditt has ever entered the squared circle from the looks of things.
It doesn't look like he's got much grassroots boxing skill here, Antonio.
And let's take a listen to the corner of Cesar Balditt.
Right here.
And we're getting set for round two here at the Wolstein Center, George. Heavyweight action between two guys making their professional debuts. 21-year-old Aaron Harris out of Cleveland. 29-year-old Cesar Balditt, fighting out of Cleveland originally from Brazil. And round two is going to start as soon as the ring card girl makes her way out of the ring, and now Randy Jarvis has the two fighters ready to go. Round two, Aaron Harris in the black trunks, Cesar Balditt in the blue trunks with the white trim.
I hope Aaron Harris can keep his composure like he did in the first round, because fighting a guy like Cesar Balditt has to be frustrating.
Right hand to the body lands for Harris. It's like he's got Cesar Balditt a little bit hurt, trying to duck from the punches, but Aaron Harris landed several good shots in that exchange.
The thing that viewers need to realize is Cesar Balditt might be having a little unorthodox style of professional boxing tonight, but he's got the guts to get in the ring. Not a lot of people do.
Both fighters in the center of the ring now. Again, Aaron Harris trying to work the jab. Is still having difficulty finding range on that 6'6" frame of his.
Cesar Balditt is taunting Aaron Harris here and there throughout the course of the round.
Well, the thing about it is that with Aaron Harris at 6'6", Cesar Balditt listed at 5'11", but there's only a 3-inch reach advantage for Aaron Harris in this fight. So that might be part of the problem of why he's having trouble finding range. And the other thing is just Balditt is just doesn't look very comfortable in the ring.
No, he does not. And now he's starting to look at Randy Jarvis as almost to say, what am I doing here?
And again, more feigning from Balditt. Nothing really landed cleanly this whole fight for Cesar Balditt as of yet. And that jab lands for Harris, and now he has Balditt trapped in the corner. And now referee Randy Jarvis is going to issue a warning for holding to Cesar Balditt.
That's 2 warnings from the referee. We're going to see some points being taken away, if not disqualified, sometime very soon here in the bout. Cesar Balditt's taunting Aaron Harris again to hit him in the chin. Rocky Balboa-esque, but certainly not a Rocky Balboa fight.
Again, Harris trying to work everything off the jab right now, and he's not been successful in that. And again, more taunting for Balditt. And it's not gonna, the other thing, George, it's not going to score any points on the judges' scorecards by taunting.
No, taunting is not going to help Cesar Balditt's slim cause that he might have here in pulling out a few points from the judges. Taunting your opponent is not good ring generalship, and that's one of the things the judges look for, is ring generalship.
So in the closing seconds, here we go, of round 2. And not much action in this round, not as much, near as much as in the first round. Just Aaron Harris basically following Balditt around the ring, and round 2 is in the books. 2 more rounds to go, George, in this heavyweight attraction. The first bout of the evening here at the Wolstein Center.
Listen to me.
And
Just
you know,
relax and listen.
for as much things,
Put your feet up. All you have to do is
and let's take a listen to Aaron Harris's corner. That's Matt Allen.
And he's not even looking back. I want you to get pissed off and get your hands out. This is straight shots. Pick to
So 2 rounds in the books, 2 guys making their pro debuts, George. And while it's not what we've expected to see here so far tonight, you see this a lot though in guys making their pro debuts, as far as guys just being a little awkward in the ring, and it seems like they're not settled down in the ring and have a slight delay here, as the ring card girl actually was not able to get into the ring during that 1-minute break. So the fighters are going to have actually some extra time, and now they're just not going to let her in at all. So
Cesar Balditt looks like he's having some equipment issues. They're asking his blue corner to wipe up the excess water that was spilled on Cesar Balditt's body in between the rounds. I'm surprised he's lasted this long. Again, you got to give the guy credit. He is in the ring as a professional and entering the 3rd round.
yeah, and there's a lot of water in the corner of Cesar Balditt, which is what Randy Jarvis is telling them to clean up right now, because the fighters can slip on that and can really cause a knee injury or an ankle injury if they would slip on that, especially if a punch was landed at the time, George. So here we go, round 3 underway. Heavyweights making their pro debuts. Aaron Harris in the black trunks, Balditt in the blue trunks with white trim, and Harris looked to land in a right hand during that exchange, and Randy Jarvis is going to issue a knockdown on Cesar Balditt in that.
That could be argued as a slip. I don't think Cesar Balditt agrees with the decision here, but referee, there's no instant replay in boxing, Antonio.
Well, not in Ohio. There is in New Jersey now, but nonetheless, that is going to count as a knockdown for Aaron Harris. So now Balditt's really got his work to do in this round if he wants to pull this fight out.
Balditt needs a knockout at this point to win this fight. Aaron Harris is up 2-0, I would assume, on most judges' scorecards. Now he's got a 10-8 round to come back from.
Balditt had Aaron Harris trapped on the ropes in that exchange, landed a couple shots below the belt, which referee promptly told him to keep those shots above the belt line. And Harris now landing some nice shots upstairs to Cesar Balditt.
Cesar Balditt's breaking down, and if you notice, every time he gets hit in the head now, he's shaking his head no to Aaron Harris. It's kind of saying to him, this didn't hurt. A lot of fighters do that, and it really did hurt him.
Yeah, a lot of times it's just an attention getter, and you're exactly right, George. That means they felt that.
Well, a 6'6", 235-pound man, I think a lot of people would feel his punches.
Cesar Balditt now trying to work off of his jab and still backing up, as Aaron Harris is the aggressor, continues to be the aggressor. He's been the aggressor throughout this bout, and it's just a matter of time before I think he's going to be able to land another shot on Balditt, but he's following him around without throwing any punches.
He's just in there dancing around, I guess trying to survive the round. Counter-punching a bit, but he looks exhausted, Antonio.
Oh, he's trying to land, just like you saw right there, a big overhand right, changing the momentum of this fight. The problem is he's not in close enough to Aaron Harris to land that big overhand right.
The crowd is visibly upset at this fight, too. They expressed their disapproval at the end of last round. I'm pretty sure he'll get that again at the end of the 3rd.
Well, Aaron Harris landed a nice right hand upstairs. Nice jab lands to the head of Aaron Harris. And now lands the right hand, knocks the mouthpiece off of Cesar Balditt. Cesar Balditt telling the referee trying for a timeout. There's no timeouts in boxing unless the referee says so. And now Jarvis has seen enough, calls off the bout, and wisely so, because to be honest, George, that wasn't the most crowd-pleasing fight, and I just don't know how much skill Cesar Balditt had, and if he even deserved to be in that ring with Aaron Harris.
Cesar Balditt has a little work to do in the gym if he is considering making another return.
So the official time is 2:48 of the third round for Aaron Harris, who makes his professional debut a successful one. The young fighter out of Cleveland, Ohio, only 21 years of age, still has a lot of work to do, and I'm sure he'll get all the kinks in the armor straightened out working with Bill Goddard and Matt Alden. But a young 21-year-old prospect in the heavyweight division makes his pro debut tonight, makes it a successful one. And let's take it up now to our ring announcer, Ronnie Duncan, with the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official winner of this fight comes at 2 minutes and 48 seconds of round number 3. The winner, making his professional debut, Aaron Harris! Your winner by TKO in round number 3. 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
That's going to do it for this